Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Moore, DC, here to tell you about lumbar traction. A lot of my patients have been asking about lumbar traction because it helps them so much in the office, but they're unable to do it at home because there's no cost-effective way to do so. However, I have a solution for you, and all it takes is a door and 2 twin bed sheets. So first, we're going to take our first twin bed sheet and roll it up like so that it's lengthwise, and we have a lot of space between. Take the 2 ends of the bed sheet and tie a small knot there. Your knot should be small enough so that you have enough ends on either side to make a circle that's about this big. So once you've rolled up and tied off your bed sheet, now you're going to take it to your door, open your door ajar, and slide the bed sheet under your door so that the knot is on the outside end and the rest of the bed sheet is on the other side facing you. Slide it so that you're close to the hinges as possible. This way that when you pull on it, you're not going to damage your door or put any excess stress on that door. Next thing I'm going to do is grab my next bed sheet. What you're going to do with that is you're going to loop it into the already looped bed sheet that you created and just tie it off into a knot, similarly to how you did the first one. What we have here is the final product. You should have one bed sheet that's tied, and on the other side of the door, the knot should be there attached. With your second bed sheet, you should have it tied into a loop with the knot around the area where your first bed sheet was. So now we're ready to do some lumbar traction. Now that we've set up the lumbar traction system, we're going to show you how to use it. First thing you're going to do is step into the loop created by the second bed sheet and slide it up to the area right at the lower lumbar spine. From there, you're going to step back from the door and carefully lower yourself down to the floor. Here you should start to feel a little bit of traction, but if you need a little bit more traction in your low back, just simply back up until you feel the adequate traction that you need. From there, lean back so that your head touches the floor. You should feel a lot more traction in that low back area. However, if you need to have more traction, simply do some pelvic tilts upwards and you can feel the traction there. Hold this position for 10 seconds to feel the stretch and do this 10 times to really accentuate the lumbar spine traction that you could get. There's another way that you can use the traction system. Simply take the loop and loop it back so it's over the first sheet that you put on. Next, put your feet between the 2 holes that this creates and slide the sheet up to the low back area. From there, go to your hands and knees and go forward until you feel some traction in your low back. From here, you can tilt your pelvis forward to feel some extra traction in your low back, but I also recommend doing cat-cow in this position. Cat, where your thoracic spine is extended and upwards, and then bring that spine down and tilt your lumbar spine up so that you have some traction in your low back. Do this 5 or 6 times to warm up the spine and to get some traction in the low back. If you're feeling ambitious, you can also introduce mountain pose to get some extra traction in your low back as well. Well, thanks for tuning in and watching this video about low-cost, low-tech lumbar traction. If you liked it, make sure to share it and comment on if the system worked for you. Thank you so much, and tune in next time for more low-tech, low-cost solutions to your aches and pains.